Bridges right now, sixth fittest woman in the world, and we are going to be going through the movement of the month for October. And the movement of this month is going to be handstand push-ups. You see a lot of people in the office. The biomechanics are off, functionality is off, and a lot of people get injured in the shoulders and in the neck. So I brought the pro out here today to show us how to do it effectively. So thanks for being out here and thanks for showing us how to effectively do handstand push-ups.
Hi guys. One of the things that you want to know before even starting the handstand push-up is you want to have a really good regular push-up and you want to be able to hold a handstand hold with no issues. Usually the two things holding people back from these two things are midline stability or just core strength in general, or overhead position with your shoulders. So two things to work on if you are having trouble getting into the handstand or doing regular push-up would be any type of core work. I know Austin's put regular push-ups on his blog already and the plank. So lots of work on that, but then I'll go ahead and show you progressions to the handstand push-up. So first thing we want to do is start in a tripod position. You're going to get on your hands. We have an ab mat down, and your hands are going to be right at the edge of the ab mat. We can start in a regular plank position and then put our head flat with your neck neutral down on the ab mat as we walk our feet in. You're going to try to find your elbows with your knees and just find a resting position there. If you can balance here, good stuff. We're going to try to go to the next progression. It's going to be lifting a couple inches and lowering back down. This is just establishing control. And back down. Alright, during this time you want to make sure your neck is neutral, not forward at all or back. If you can do the lift and back down, we're going to go from the tripod to a headstand now. So head back in place, walk it in, up to the headstand, and lower back down and control. You don't want to touch the wall at this point yet. All the way up, squeeze your butt, tight midline, and lower back down. Alright, this progression is leading you to the kipping handstand push-up. So from here we're going to go tripod, and then use your hips to explode up, and then follow through with your shoulders. Okay, this is kind of similar if you do CrossFit to a thruster. So you want to think you're at the bottom in this tripod, and then explode up through your hips, and then follow through with your arms, and then you're in a straight line, except upside down. So, we'll go ahead and do the full handstand push-ups. From the tripod, I'll lift my knees slightly, and shoot my hips, and follow through. Heels are on the wall at the top. Control yourself back down, don't just plop down. Back to the tripod, and up. Tight body.
So that gives you a good amount of progression to understand how to get to this point. Instead of a lot of people who talked about this, I talked about this on why I'm not the biggest fan of kipping when it is necessary, but it's always good to build the strength and then build the fundamentals and the foundation first, and then get to the point where you can do what Emily just did. So thanks for showing us. Any other strategy tips, or is that pretty much something else right there?
Other things to work. Let's say you're having trouble with what I just did. You can add a plate or even another ab mat underneath to give you a little more height. Or you can just start working strict ones with one or two more ab mats, starting in the handstand, lowering yourself down in control and back up, and then slowly working your way down. Something more like handstand. Lower to whatever height you're comfortable. Elbows are in tight and not necessarily out like this. We want our elbows facing forward and right back up.
The gap she had, by the way, with her hands to from her hands to the wall was about that. Sometimes we'll see a lot of people where they actually keep their hands, right on the wall. So, just notice some of the different technique where Emily had her hand placement, her head, and everything else. So, awesome, cool. Thank you so much for doing this.
All right, yeah, no problem.